Hi, I'm Zoe Clare. I'm a ceramic sculptor. I have a rough idea of my work. It's about how nature lives off nature and how they all survive with each other in a symbiotic lifestyle. I've already got my research and I've already started doing all the drawings and getting the rough shapes that I want. And then I start getting the clay out and I start rolling it. And I start with these ideas and I start getting these shapes and forms. And I just like it that I can just have space to work in one bit and make this piece over here, and then go over there and make another piece, then come back to this piece. The clay that I use is porcelain paper clay, and it needs to dry a little bit. I have to spend some time working on it, then can leave it for half an hour, go on something else, then keep coming back. I've done a lot of diving and looking at the colour in coral. A lot of it is a lot of pinks and reds and oranges, but it's also a lot more other colours too. But I really do enjoy the reds and the oranges and yellows. But the type of glaze that I like has a lot of movement going on during the firing process. So there's certain processes that I do before it's fired, and it reduces the amount of different glazes that I can use. So at the moment I'm still experimenting different colours. I want to move on to a little bit more of a bluer purpley colour, but I haven't quite perfected that glaze yet. So I went to South Africa and saw a fantastic forest out there, and I was really interested in how some of the strangling figs were living off other plants and absorbing their nutrients. And it really started to give me some ideas about how different things live off each other. And then when I went diving as well, then I understood more about symbiotic life and how everything can survive off each other. Together they can survive, but separately they can't. I just love how the idea of other things living off you can change the way you move, the growth patterns. So a lot of the idea of the growth and the shape of this is how things can move with different weights of other things living off it, and how one gives the other one nutrients to live. My work has been designed so it can be held at home, and they're small enough to be held at home. But I've done big pieces as well for the gardens, because this work can actually go outside through all different weathers, so it can go through really cold to really hot. I love making stuff for indoors, but I also love it for outdoors as well. So I think you can either have these pieces amongst your garden and in the rock formations and the mud and the soil and the plants, or you can actually also have it on a plinth. It's more of a central piece. So what I love about my sculptures is what I wanted to portray is the texture on the outside is so different to the inside. And a lot of them, you can touch them, not too careful, but they're really crunchy on the outside, but the inside's really quite smooth, and they have all the different textures of plants and stuff inside. What I really enjoy about it is when you put your head inside and you can look, and every single bit has got a hidden aspect of it that you haven't seen before. But if you look up inside, if you look in all different angles, it's about one of those pieces that really engages you. It's not just a case of quick, just look at it. Every time the light comes in differently, it's something different constantly. So on my website, zoeclare.com, and I've got my new work on there, as well as smaller pieces from the gallery. And if you do want to commission some work, we can talk from there.